You just stepped off the plane. Your phone's at 3% battery and the bright lights of the immigration hall hit you. Then you notice it. The officer waving you forward, eyes sharp and focused. What happens next could decide if you walk straight out or get pulled aside for more questions. Most travelers dread this moment. But here's the thing. Those questions aren't random. They're designed to read you before you even speak. In this video, I'll show you the 10 most common immigration questions officers ask and how to answer them calmly and confidently without raising any red flags. Whether you're going to the US, Canada, the UK, or Australia, the same logic applies. Say too much, and it might look suspicious. Say too little, and they'll dig deeper. Once you get why each question exists, you'll move through immigration like you already know the script. Don't forget to subscribe for more travel tips that keep you confident at every airport. And check out my TSA-approved travel essentials in the description to breeze through security every time. Let's start with the first question, the one that sets the tone for everything that comes next.
Question 1. May I see your passport? The first thing an officer asks is your passport. While it sounds routine, it's one of the most important checks. They're observing more than the document itself. They notice how you handle it, your body language, your tone of voice, and how confident you seem. Fumbling through your bag or hesitating can make them question your composure. The best approach is to keep your passport in an easy-to-reach place, not buried deep in a bag or jacket pocket. When asked, hand it over calmly and confidently. A simple, polite, "Here it is," or "Of course," is perfect. There's no need for extra explanation, jokes, or small talk. Your passport is proof that you belong in the line, and every second you remain calm communicates to the officer that you're prepared, organized, and in control. Staying composed here sets the tone for the rest of the interaction, making the process smoother and faster. Question 2. How long do you intend to stay? The next question is about the duration of your visit. Officers aren't just confirming your schedule, they're assessing if your answer is clear and consistent. Over-explaining or sounding unsure can unintentionally raise doubts and lead to more questions. Answer concisely and confidently. For example, you can say, "I'll be here for 10 days," or "just 1 week for vacation." Avoid adding extra context or reasons unless asked. A clear answer shows that you have a plan, understand your travel schedule, and are unlikely to overstay. This confidence helps officers process your entry quickly and reduces the chance of extra scrutiny. Simple, steady answers demonstrate that you're organized, trustworthy, and respectful of the process, which makes a big difference in moving through the immigration line.
Question 3. What's the purpose of your visit? When an officer asks about the purpose of your visit, it's more than a simple question. They're comparing your answer with the information already linked to your passport and visa. They already know your travel patterns, visa type, and sometimes even hotel reservations. Your response needs to match that information and feel natural. The safest answers usually fall into 3 categories: tourism, business, or study. If your answer is clear and consistent, the officer moves on quickly. For tourism, a simple "I'm here for vacation" works. For business, "I'm attending a conference" is enough. For study, you can say, "I'm enrolled in an English program for 1 month." Avoid adding stories, extra details, or personal explanations. Over-explaining can create unnecessary follow-up questions and slow the process down. The key is to stay precise and calm. Your answer should be just enough to satisfy the officer's check, showing that your trip has a clear purpose. This question sets the tone for trust and consistency throughout the rest of your interaction. Question 4. What do you do for work? This may sound casual, but your occupation tells a lot about your ties to home, financial stability, and reason to return. Officers are not judging your career. They are checking if your trip makes sense in the context of your background. Answer directly and confidently. For example, you can say, "I'm a teacher, I work in marketing," or "I'm a student." There's no need to explain your career path in detail or give extra context. Keep your tone steady and your body language professional. If you're between jobs, retired, or in a transition period, frame it clearly. I recently finished the job in accounting and I'm taking a short vacation before starting my next role. This shows that you're organized and in control, not drifting. The officer wants to see that your travel plan is logical and believable, not the specifics of your profession. By keeping your answers simple, precise, and confident, you build credibility and make the rest of the process smoother.
Question 5. Are you traveling alone? When the officer asks if you're traveling alone, it may sound casual, but it's a key check. They already have your flight information, seat assignment, and sometimes even details about who is on your itinerary. This question is about consistency. They want to see if your answer matches the data they already have. If you're traveling alone, answer simply and confidently, "Yes, I'm traveling alone," and then stop talking. There's no need to explain further. If you're with someone, keep it short and factual. "I'm traveling with my sister," or "I'm with a friend." Avoid giving names, stories, or extra details. Over-explaining can create doubts, while a calm and steady answer shows that you're organized and confident. Confidence here acts like a boarding pass. It helps the officer trust your story and keeps the process moving smoothly. Your tone, posture, and calmness all contribute to the impression that you belong in that line. Question 6. Do you have any family here? This question might feel friendly, but it's actually strategic. Officers are assessing your ties to the country and how likely you are to overstay. They are observing your reaction as closely as your words, so how you answer is just as important as what you say. If you don't have family in the country, keep it simple. "No, I don't," and stop there. If you do, give a truthful, concise answer. "Yes, my cousin lives here," or "My sister works in the city." There's no need to list your extended family or provide unnecessary details. The key is to stay calm, steady, and natural. A confident and composed answer signals that you're organized, honest, and in control of your travel plans. Officers aren't judging your family. They are evaluating your confidence and clarity. By answering simply and directly, you reduce the chance of extra questions and make the process faster and smoother.
Question 7. Have you ever been here before? This question might feel like a trap, but it's actually a standard background check. Officers already have access to your travel history, so they're checking if your answer matches the records. How you respond and the confidence in your tone matters more than the words themselves. If it's your first time visiting, a simple answer works best. "No, it's my first time here." If you've been before, give a clear and concise time frame. "Yes, I visited last summer," or "I was here 2 years ago for business." Avoid telling vacation stories, sharing details about previous trips, or giving extra explanations. Any hesitation or over-explaining can trigger further screening and slow you down. Maintaining calm composure and steady eye contact here signals that you're organized, honest, and confident. Officers are not trying to trip you up. They're making sure your travel history aligns with the records. A straightforward, confident answer keeps the process moving smoothly. Question 8. Do you have anything to declare? This question might sound routine, but this is where more travelers get into trouble than anywhere else. Honesty is essential. Officers are checking that you understand the rules and are following them, whether it's about expensive items, electronics, medication, or even cash. If you have nothing to declare, a clear, calm response works. "No, I don't." If you have items that need declaration, be upfront and direct. "Yes, I have some items to declare. Please guide me." Avoid pausing, hesitating, or giving uncertain answers. Any uncertainty can make them flag your luggage for further inspection. The key here is confidence combined with honesty. Being truthful while staying composed clears you faster than excuses, stories, or nervous over-explaining. Officers want to see that you understand the rules and are following them. Answering clearly and calmly shows that you're in control, which helps you move through customs smoothly and without delays.
Question 9. Where will you be staying? By the time the officer asks where you'll be staying, they already have your basic story, your purpose, duration, and travel history. This question is about precision and consistency. Your answer shows that your trip is planned and makes sense. If you're staying in a hotel, provide the name clearly. I'll be staying at the Pacific Hotel in Manhattan. If you're staying with family or friends, keep it concise. I'm staying with my cousin in Toronto. There's no need to memorize street names or extra details unless specifically asked. Most immigration systems already link your arrival card or e-visa with your listed accommodation. Giving a clear, calm, and consistent answer shows control and confidence. Officers notice when travelers know their plans and when they appear unsure. Being prepared and precise here can prevent extra questioning and make your entry faster and smoother. Question 10. Can I see your return ticket or onward travel? This is the final checkpoint and it's a crucial one. Showing a return or onward ticket proves that you plan to leave the country and helps avoid any doubts about overstaying. Have your ticket ready, digital or printed, and show it confidently. You can say, "Yes, here's my return ticket. I'm flying out on the 22nd." If you're continuing your journey to another destination, a clear statement like, "I have a flight to Singapore," or "I'm traveling to Paris after this stop," works perfectly. Even flexible or refundable tickets are acceptable. The officer just needs proof that you have a plan to leave. Keep all your travel documents within easy reach so you don't fumble at this moment. Smile, stay calm, and hand over your ticket without hesitation. This shows that you are organized, responsible, and confident, qualities officers look for in travelers. By handling this step smoothly, you cross the final barrier and complete your immigration process without unnecessary delays.
Question 11. Are you carrying food, plants, or animal products? Even though it sounds simple, this question is extremely common at customs. Officers ask it almost every time because they need to make sure travelers aren't bringing in anything that could affect the country's environment, agriculture, or health regulations. What may seem harmless at home, like a pack of dry fruit, homemade snacks, seeds, or even a piece of wood or shell, can sometimes be restricted or require a declaration abroad. Different countries have different rules. For example, Australia and New Zealand are very strict about food and plant products, while others may only focus on meat or dairy. Customs officers aren't trying to catch you off guard. They're doing their job to protect local ecosystems and prevent pests or diseases from spreading. Sometimes even packaged items that look sealed can be on a restricted list, so the safest thing is always to be honest and declare. The key here is honesty and clarity. If you don't have anything to declare, simply say, "No, I don't have any." Say it calmly, clearly, and confidently. Avoid nervous gestures, unnecessary explanations, or hesitation. If you do have something, say it openly. "Yes, I have a few packaged snacks to declare." They might inspect it, ask a few quick questions, and most of the time you'll be allowed to go without a problem. Trying to hide even a small item can backfire badly. Custom scanners and inspection dogs can easily detect food or plant products, and if you're caught lying, it could mean delays, fines, or being flagged in the system for future trips. On the other hand, being upfront actually works in your favor. Officers appreciate honesty. It shows that you understand the process and respect the country's regulations. Think of customs as your first impression at the border. If you handle this question with confidence, you send a message that you're responsible, respectful, and organized. That makes your entry much faster, smoother, and stress-free. So the next time you're packing, check your bags for any food, plant, or animal items before you travel, and be ready to declare them if needed. It's always better to spend one extra minute being honest than to waste half an hour explaining something small later.
Question 12. Do you have travel insurance or medical coverage?
This question isn't always asked, but it's becoming increasingly common, especially for travelers staying long-term, studying abroad, or entering countries during health-sensitive periods. The purpose is simple. The officer wants to ensure that you're prepared for emergencies and won't face problems if you fall sick or need medical help. Some countries even make travel insurance mandatory before issuing a visa, particularly in Europe or parts of Asia. When asked, the best way to respond is simple and clear. Yes, I have travel insurance for the duration of my stay. Say it calmly, confidently, and without over-explaining. If the officer asks for details, you can briefly mention the provider or show the confirmation email or card. They don't need to know your full policy terms, just that you have valid coverage.
Having travel insurance isn't just about rules, it's about safety and responsibility. It shows that you take your trip seriously, that you've thought ahead, and that you're not going to become a burden on local health services if something unexpected happens. This small question helps them judge how prepared and responsible you are as a traveler. Even if you're never asked this question, being ready for it gives you confidence. Imagine being at the counter and the officer suddenly asks, if you already know what to say and have your proof ready, your body language stays relaxed and composed. That confidence instantly leaves a good impression. Some travelers make the mistake of saying too much, explaining their insurance in detail or appearing unsure. Keep it short and professional. For example, yes, I have comprehensive coverage for my entire trip. Done. Clear, confident, and polite. It's also wise to keep a digital copy of your insurance on your phone and a printed one with your travel documents. In some airports, especially after global health events, officers may do random checks. Having everything in order not only saves time, but also prevents unnecessary stress. In the end, this question is less about paperwork and more about attitude. A traveler who comes prepared with documents, insurance, and answers ready automatically earns respect. It's one more way to show that you value your safety and the country's regulations, qualities that make your journey smoother and leave a positive impression wherever you go.
Immigration isn't just about the answers you give, it's about the energy and composure you bring to the counter. Every tiny hesitation, shaky breath, or over-explained story sends a signal to the officer. And the truth is, calm confidence works like a passport before the passport. Keep your passport close and easily accessible, know your story and your answers before the officer asks, and answer short, clear, and steady without adding unnecessary details or jokes. When you walk through that glass gate with quiet assurance, you're already winning before you even reach baggage claim. If this guide helps you feel more prepared, share it with fellow travelers. Hit that like button, subscribe to Flight Decoder, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode. In our upcoming video, we'll pull back the curtain on what really happens during secondary screening, a must-watch for every traveler who wants to stay confident and stress-free. Safe travels, traveler. Remember, confidence is your clearance.